So today we are going to discuss about differentiability, right? So first of all, what do we mean by differentiability? How we are going to define and what are the sums that we are going to solve? But before doing that, let us see how differentiability is related with continuity. Okay? How differentiability is related with continuity. We have studied continuity, everything is clear in that, all the sums are completed, all the topics are completed. Now how this word differentiability is related with continuity. So for that, let us take that f is a real function. Okay, let f be real function and let c be a point in its domain. Okay, let f be a real function and let c be a point in its domain. Then f dash of c, f dash of c means this function of point c, उसका differentiation, ठीक है, उसका differentiation that will be limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c. See, this is a definition. ठीक है, अगर ये आपको समझ में नहीं आया, you are not able to understand this, don't worry. I will explain you the meaning of differentiability in a very good way. I will show you with the help of a graph. ठीक है, right now we need to see that this f is a real function and c be a point in its domain. Then f dash of c means it's a function whose differentiation. So f dash of c is equal to limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c by x minus c, but provided the limit exists. Limit exists means उसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? Limit exists means this function x is not equal to c means left hand limit must be, okay, must be equal to right hand limit. ठीक है, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट मस्ट बी इक्वल विथ राइट हैंड लिमिट, right? So right now what we have completed, that is f is a real function, then c be a point in its domain, then f dash of c, which is nothing but its differentiation, then it is equal to limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c upon x minus c. So but provided that limits must exist. When limit is existing, we have studied that left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Now let us check, see, left hand limit and right hand limit. So left hand limit, left hand limit. Okay, I hope it is visible to you. Okay, left hand limit. So when we are taking left hand limit, at that time limit x tends to c negative, x tends to c negative, f of x c negative, then c minus x. Instead of x we have to put c minus x minus c. What the sums we were doing in continuity, same thing I have applied over here. Instead of, wait, what minute? It is correct only, but it will go with the next step. This we will write as it. when limit h tends to 0, f of c minus h minus f of c by c minus h minus c. See, that was correct only, but here in the next step we are going to write that. Right now, here you know that this c will be getting cancelled with this c. So limit h tends to 0, f of c minus h minus f of c by minus h. This will be your लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट. ये जो लिमिट है ये आपकी रहेगी लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट. क्लियर? नाउ लेट अस मूव फॉर राइट हैंड लिमिट. राइट हैंड लिमिट. Right hand limit. Now, how you are going to see for that right hand limit? That is same way. Let us take this f dash of c same way, but x tends to c positive. So when we are taking x tends to c positive, then instead of x, we have to take one quantity x. F of c plus h minus f of c, c plus h minus c. Limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c by h. These both must be equal. These both must be equal. Now you just write this in your notebook. Now I will tell you this with the help of one curve. We will prove this with the help of one curve. Right? So first of all you write everything in your notebook. Starting from here till here. No need to draw this. Just till here you write. Okay, so this is just a basic concept. Now we will understand it with more easy, right? We will understand it with the more easy method. Okay, so how we are going to see the meaning of differentiability? See, till now we have not. ये पूरा मैंने आपको समझा दिया, लेकिन इसमें differentiability का meaning कहीं पे नहीं है. Nowhere the meaning of differentiability is there. Now I will explain you what is the meaning of differentiability. Right? So this is left hand limit and right hand limit. Right? Now, what is the meaning of differentiation? Here you can also call this left hand derivative, right hand derivative. See here what will be the, in continuity we were using left hand limit and right hand limit. So here we can also use left hand derivative. Right? Left hand derivative. Clear? So just you can write this in your notebook, and now we are going to see the meaning of differentiability. What we can say, what do we mean by differentiability? So meaning, let us see, this is one curve, right? I hope so it is visible to you. Yes. Now let us take one point C over. This is a point C. Understand it very carefully, right? Let us take this is a point C. If this is a point C, then what will be its coordinates? ध्यान से सुनना मेरी बात को. ये अगर x एक्सिस है और ये y एक्सिस है, this is one curve. हमने एक पॉइंट लिया x एक्सिस पे, that is one point C. तो इसकी y एक्सिस पे क्या वैल्यू होगी? अगर ये x एक्सिस c है तो f ऑफ c, समझना मेरी बात को ध्यान से, c if it is x coordinate, if it is c, then y coordinate will be f of c. Clear? If x coordinate is c, then y coordinate is f of c. Now what we are going to do is that let us take one quantity h which is tending towards 0. Let us take one quantity h which is tending towards 0. So what will be c plus h? What will be c plus h? It will be over here or over here. C plus, whatever it may be, if it is 0.1 also, then also it will be on right side only. So c plus h. So c plus h will be here. Let me write this. C plus h. If this is c plus h, then its coordinates will be c plus h and f of c plus h. Let us take one more quantity, c minus h. It will be somewhere downwards. So here c minus h, f of c minus h. Clear? See, this is a point C, right? So its coordinates are c and f of c. This is a point c plus h, so its coordinates are c plus h and f of c plus h. Now same way, c minus h, then c minus h, then f of c minus h, right? Now why I have done this? Let us name this. This is a point P. This is a point A. This is a point P. Clear? I hope so. This graph is clear with you. Now, what I am going to do is that is I am going to write here consider this slope AP. What will be the slope of AP? For AP, what will be the slope? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 means f of c minus h minus f of c upon c minus h minus c. So if we apply limit x tends to 0, f of c minus h minus f of c divided by minus h. Clear? Now same way that is for PB. Let us say for PB. For PB. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So limit x tends to 0. F of c plus h minus f of c plus h minus c. So limit h tends to 0. F of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. Did you remember anything? What is this? This is left hand derivative which we solved right now, and this is right hand derivative. This is left hand derivative and this is right hand derivative. So this is the meaning of differentiability. Means अगर हमने एक पॉइंट लिया, ठीक है, और वो पॉइंट पे लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट और राइट हैंड लिमिट फाइंड की तो वो दोनों इक्वल होंगी, तो टेंजेंट कैसा बनेगा? ऐसा बनेगा. It will be like this way, passing from that point. So that is the meaning of differentiability. तो उसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ? Differentiation is a slope of a tangent passing through a point. This is the definition or meaning of differentiation. Differentiation is a slope of a tangent passing through a point. So this is our मीनिंग ऑफ डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी. अगर एक पॉइंट लिया तो उसके पास जो भी टेंजेंट हो रहा है तो उसका स्लोप होगा. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डिफरेंशिएशन. नाउ you all have to write this in your notebook, right? So now after this I am going to tell, see today we will just do one thing. We will just learn the meaning of differentiation and the basic things about this, right? So from tomorrow we will start with the sums. So now one more topic that I am going to tell you, that is if a function is differentiable if a function is differentiable at point C, means its left hand derivative and right hand derivative both are same, then it is continuous at point C. Okay, now how we are going to prove, means how we are going to prove this. Let us take the same function f dash of C is equal to f of x, we are limit, okay, f dash of C is equal to now how we will prove. Let us take f of x minus f of c. Same way we can write f of x minus f of c, x minus c. What I have done, I have just, means let us take this f of x minus f of c, right? So f of x minus f of c, we can also write this, I am multiplying by x minus c and I am dividing by x minus c. Nothing I have done else, right? These both are same only. X minus c and x minus c, I have just multiplied it. I have multiplied this function with x minus c and then I have divided. So these both will getting cancelled, so both are equal, right? Now let us apply limit on both the sides. Limit x tends to c, f of x minus limit x tends to c, f of c. See what I have done. I have done f of x by limit apply ki f of c. You can also write this bracket and then outside limit. Both are same. Limit x tends to c, f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c into limit x tends to c, x minus c. Now see, here x minus c is there. So here if x minus c is there and we are putting x is equal to c, so this will be 0. If it is 0, 0 multiplied with anything, our answer will be 0. Clear? What I have done, see, nothing I have done much more. What I have done, that is f of x minus f of c I have taken. Then I have multiplied it with x minus c and I have divided with x minus c. then I have applied limit on both the sides. So f of x limit x tends to c, limit x tends to c f of c. Then is equal to both I have applied limit. Now if we apply limit to this, then x minus c will be getting cancelled because x tends to c minus c is 0. So 0 multiplied with anything, our answer is 0 only, right? Now here actually it is nothing but f dash of c, and f dash of c multiplied with 0, our answer is 0. And limit x tends to c f of x minus limit x tends to c f of c is equal to 0. So this 0 I am removing, so I can write here इसका क्या हुआ कि अगर फंक्शन डिफरेंशिएबल है, means if the function is differentiable then it is also continuous. Clear? So here I hope so you understood this whatever I have explained to you. So from tomorrow we will be solving the examples, right? So here this is also very important thing that you have to write this in your notebook, which I have explained. Suppose there is a question that proves that if a function is differentiable at point C, then it is also continuous at point C. So how we have done? We have done like this. Now, what we are supposed to do, that is, first of all, we will be doing one thing. Yes, and one more thing. If a function is differentiable at point C, then it is also continuous at point C. But it's opposite, right? If a function is continuous at point C, then it is not necessary always, right? It can be or it cannot be. If a function is continuous at point C, then it is not compulsory that it is differentiable also. ठीक है, तो ऐसा हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है. लेकिन in this, अगर फंक्शन डिफरेंशिएबल है एक पॉइंट पे, जैसे कि पॉइंट सी पे, तो फंक्शन कंटिन्यूअस है. लेकिन ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर फंक्शन कंटिन्यूअस है तो डिफरेंशिएबल भी होगा, नहीं भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. So this you write it in your notebook. So from the next class we will be solving the sums that how we will see that the function is differentiable or not, right? How the function, whether the function or whatever the question given is differentiable or not. So from tomorrow we will be doing that. So till now, anyone have any confusion, then you can ask me. I hope so it is clear. It is very easy. It is nothing difficult over here right now. So now from tomorrow we will be solving the examples, right? Thank you very much.